What's up, everybody?
Yes, we are back
to give you Housewives of Atlanta recap.
But before we do that, we have to review something. Usually we review wine.
We do. And we already started drinking.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of a part two, because we didn't want to.
Yeah, we already recorded a previous episode, which was about the Love and Marriage DC. So we already introduced the wine for that. So now that we're in part two and we're doing Housewives, we're going to introduce something different. Sherry's Berries. Let me show you the top. So with Sherry's Berries, they deliver all over. This is the top to it.
All over the United States or international?
All over the United States. I don't know if international. But this is the top. Sherry's Berries. And I have to say, they are delicious. But let me see you try.
Okay, so...
Oh, let's show them first.
Are they filled with anything?
No, they're just strawberries.
Okay,
they're covered strawberries.
Huge.
Yes.
Look how big they are.
So hopefully, I don't want to tilt too much and they all fall out. But hopefully you can see that. You can get them with different flavors. So they have some like strawberry covered chocolate, or you can have some with toffee on the outside or whatever. So you can pick. They also do like, little cheesecakes and cookies, and they do flowers and all that. So go ahead.
Flowers like edible flowers? Or
No, like flower arrangement. So if you want to do that with your strawberries.
Well, I like a good white chocolate mocha.
Yes, the white chocolate is good.
So I'm going to
pick one of the white chocolates too.
I'm going to do a white chocolate.
And let me just hold this up again so you all can see how huge
these
berries are. Cheers.
Let's try this.
Yes, huge. I feel like...
Am I supposed to put the whole thing in my mouth?
No, don't put the whole thing in my mouth. You have to bite it, but then it's going
to get juicy.
Here, let's put this... And so we'll just kind of eat over this, okay? Let's see. With her. Good, right? Because the strawberry, it's a good sweet strawberry.
Is there a nutritional value on this?
Oh goodness! Of course you have to look at the nutrition.
I just want to know.
I don't know if there is on there.
The chocolate is good. This is good quality.
The white chocolates are my favorite. But the milk chocolate is also good. But it's just one berry. It's a treat. But if you can look at the inside, it's a sweet. Well, not too sweet, but I mean it's a ripe berry. Nice and juicy. It's not one of those berries that don't taste like anything. Like this? Every time I've gotten them. Every time I've gotten them. I haven't had any bad berries from them. It's so good.
They're good.
And so big. They are, because I'm like, where do they get these berries from?
And juicy.
I've never seen these berries, this size berries in a grocery store.
Getting a little X-rated up in here.
No, but I've never.
You're like, it's so big. And
they
so juicy.
are.
They're good though.
So, if you're looking to get somebody something nice, Sherry's Berries, look on the website. They usually have a lot of discount codes too.
It's a nice just because gift to your wife, to your girlfriend, to your mom, just to say, thanks, Mom, for all the late nights.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Your wife.
Your wife.
Thanks for taking care of my kids and the household.
And doing everything around the house.
Yeah, running the world.
Let me tell you something. My husband was saying the other day, because we're going on vacation, and he asked me, so what am I wearing? He has not shopped for himself in years. It's odd for him. Because he's like, well, I'm getting all the kids, their stuff for the summer. And he's like, well, where's my stuff? So, I mean, of course I started buying stuff for him. But I was like, all right, yeah, you're right. I buy all his clothes. I do.
Oh, my God.
You don't do that?
I do not.
You don't?
He is too picky. I don't do that.
Oh, see, Mike is not that picky.
No, he's picky. He likes to coordinate. He has to have the shoes, the hat. You can't just get him the outfit. He has to have the shoes to go with his outfit. I don't care if it's tennis shoes or jeans or whatever. He has to coordinate.
See,
he has to have a cap, all that.
See, you know what? Mike dresses like a true DC boy, right?
What's that?
Which is jeans, or like some jeans, a white tee,
Okay.
and some fly ass tennis shoes.
Okay.
That's like that's it. So it's not. It's nothing to be that picky about. He does his own shoes sometimes. Like if I see some nice Jordans or something I like, I would get them. But like he usually does his shoes. But I mean jeans and a white tee, or like my boo's just.
You say white tee, but I don't think I've ever seen him white tee.
Mike,
he's always worn like dark clothes or like a black shirt or
a black t-shirt or a white t-shirt.
Okay, because I'm gonna say I don't always see him in a white t-shirt.
So it was either a black t-shirt or a white t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, or a white beater.
Okay. Or when he's dressed up like what's his name from New Jack City, then it's red. What's the guy's name? He dressed. Remember we did that 80s party?
No,
I forgot his
name. We did an
80s
party. What did he dress up as?
Was it
Kumo D?
No, the guy from New Jack City.
Nino Brown.
Nino Brown, yes. He dressed up as Nino Brown. He had his red shirt like Nino Brown on.
Oh yeah, he
with
did.
The earring, right?
He did.
So he changed.
Remember that party? Y'all must have been.
Yeah, you don't remember anything from the party. Goodness, you didn't remember what I was looking like.
I thought you were Janet.
No, I was MJ, Mary J. Blige. and when I say MJ, what do you think, Miss Jackson? No, I should have said MJB. I was MJB. I was Mary J. Blige. I had the little baseball cap with the baseball shirt. Back in the day with the baggy pants, but she don't remember all that. Even though she was there, she don't remember.
I mean, I didn't dress her like a person. I was just aerobics. I was just 80s aerobics.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, we said all that to say, order these for somebody special in your life.
Order them for yourself.
Like
you will enjoy.
Like she did.
Yes.
I'm gonna order me some.
When I want berries, I just go ahead and order them. I don't wait for somebody. I order them. If I want them.
Berries.
They're berries.
They're juicy, big berries.
No, I actually think this season might be better than even when Nene was on.
Ooh, that's saying a lot.
I know. But what do you think?
I mean, so far so good.
I mean, I think so. I'm glad to have Sheree back.
I'm glad to have Sheree.
I'm glad Marlo finally got her peach.
I'm so happy that Marlo got her peach.
Yes. So, I'm excited to see what happens, but let's get right into this week's show, right?
Yes, the one that just passed. So we can kind of recap if anything else comes up, but y'all, so we had to do this because it was so much happening on Housewives of Atlanta. What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with Drew's husband?
Okay.
What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with Drew and her husband?
So, Drew's husband, to recap, from last season, they were having some issues because
he disappeared.
Going on trips, not telling her where, and didn't have his phone on. And she was left with the kids and didn't know where he was or what was going on, right?
He still has not disclosed who he was with. And
not fully admitted to everything that occurred. So that was last season.
Then like this third marriage therapist.
Yes. This season now he had an assistant who offered him
who was still his friend
be massaged. She was going to give him a massage because he said it was shoulders or something was hurting. So
it's that.
She was going to give him a massage. And Drew didn't like that. So Drew asked him to, release her, which he did, but he did not fully release her because he still kept talking to her.
He released her as
an assistant, but not as a side chick.
Associate, right. So, whatever business ties he had,
that was cut. But the side chick stuff was still there.
Oh, damn.
It was.
The
because
personal relationship was still
there.
there.
I'm just saying, she obviously wants to be a side chick as well because she said...
Well, remember, she already posted on...
She said, I could have him if I wanted.
If I wanted to.
Right?
It indicated
that's
I
side
don't want
chick stuff, though. Well, I don't know. You still offer
massages
and stuff.
Girl, after this episode, he might not be checking for her either.
Well, that's true.
And that shit may have been platonic.
So in this episode, it was an accusation about her assistant, Drew's assistant, repeating to another housewife that he was gay, that Drew's husband was gay.
Well, let's back up. Let's back up because the assistant has caused a whole lot. He so messy.
He's jumped from one housewife to another. He was previously with Sheree.
Yes. And he
did not get paid with Sheree.
That's what he said.
He did not get paid.
Well, she said she didn't pay him because he didn't do any work.
But it could have also been that she didn't like the work he did. And that's
that
why she didn't pay him.
That too.
But either way, he was previously with Sheree, found out all the tea on Sheree, went to Drew, told Drew all the tea on Sheree, to include the fact that he didn't get paid while he was with her. And now apparently he's also spreading Drew's tea. But we don't know if it's true or not.
But see, this is the thing though, right? So Sheree is mad at Candy for telling this. Because remember, Candy told, what's her name? Marlo.
Okay.
And Candy told...
Drew told them. Drew told Candy, and Candy was expecting Drew to go and tell Sheree directly. So that's why she didn't say anything to anybody else. But then Drew also went and told Kenya and...
No! Candy told Marlo, and I think Candy told Kenya too.
Okay.
Because Kenya ended up going back to Sheree and telling Sheree.
Yeah, I know Kenya was the one who told Sheree.
And she said, Candy told me.
Oh, okay. I thought
Candy is the one who's telling. But she's under the impression that she already talked to Sheree.
Yeah, but she didn't.
Like, she's like, come on. Like, what are you doing?
So when she finally decided to talk to Sheree, Sheree was already ready on site.
Yeah, because now she feel like everybody talking shit about her.
Yeah. So she was ready for her. And she came at her, and then her friend, who was also at the event that they were at.
Whose friend was that?
That was Sheree's friend.
That was Sheree's friend?
Yes, she brought her as a guest. As backup. And she backed her up. She said, wait a minute, so you're going to talk about this? Why don't we talk about the fact that someone also said your husband was gay?
She did. And Drew popped. Oh, don't you ever talk about my husband.
But wait a minute. Did you see the fact that she popped off and said, don't you talk about my husband? But then she calmed down and said, well, I'll just put him on probation.
So she was talking about putting the assistant on probation for talking about, I think for being messy. Because she said to Candy, I listened to what you said and I decided to put him on probation. I think Candy was trying to school her and saying you should not have an assistant that is speaking about you in this way. You don't need him.
But so why do you want to put an assistant on probation who just called your husband gay?
Well, no. She didn't know that at that time. I think she did that prior. I think she was saying to Candy, like, I heard you before and I put him on probation. She didn't, because remember
because you know everybody was upset about the fact that, wait a minute, you just gonna put him on probation?
So remember at the end, that's when she said, I didn't know you were talking about, I think his name is Anthony.
Okay.
That Anthony said that he was gay. She didn't hear that part is what she said. All she heard was, your husband's gay. Or I heard your husband's gay. Mm-hmm. That's all she heard. She didn't hear
hopefully
who. So, well, now she did because she said, oh, I didn't know y'all were talking about him. Mm-hmm. And that kind of like, she kind of sat back for a second like, oh, shit. This source is a little bit different. Because this source been in my house and this source is of that culture. And so he might have a end that I don't know about. So she sat back and thought about that shit for a second. But then she still popped off like a...
Yeah. Because then she got in Sheree's face, girl. Did you see her? Yes.
Sheree, they said, have you seen her left hook? They was like, have you seen her? Like, why would you do that?
We haven't seen Sheree's left hook, have we?
I have it. We have it on TV.
But I think they're just assuming Sheree fights because of her words.
I don't know.
But I've never seen Sheree fight.
No, we have not. She has not fought on the show.
So I think people are assuming.
However, I don't know what they have seen behind the scenes.
Well, that's true.
Just like Portia has only fought on camera once, but she's also fought off camera that we know about.
That's true.
So did Nene and what's her name? Kim. They fought too.
Yeah, so maybe they've seen something off camera that we don't know. Because I was like, I haven't seen the left hook.
But two people said that shit.
Yeah, they was
so
trying to back
they
her
seen
up.
something.
Yeah.
She unrocked somebody.
Okay. Well, Drew didn't care.
She did not.
Because she put her hands all the way in her face.
All the way in her face.
And she kept doing it, girl. She kept doing it.
Oh, because they said your husband might be gay. That they have receipts. And then the previews for next week is the guy, or no, somebody's showing a picture of him with another guy.
But just because you show the picture, does it mean anything?
No, but I feel like there's context that that is remains.
Yes, and has to come. Yeah, so we can't just automatically assume just because there's two guys in a picture that there's a certain way.
Not at all.
But you might want to follow up on it, being that you've had this accusation put out there now.
Yes.
Okay. So that's Drew.
That's Drew. Who you want to talk about next? Kenya.
All right, let's.
Kenya messy as fuck. Why would you?
You mad at Kenya? Huh?
Yo, she is like she is. It's so funny because every like I root for her, right? I want her. I root for her because I know that her foundation is so broken.
Okay,
and I root for her, right? I root for her, but I be like,
so that's why she's so messy. So she has an excuse for being messy.
It's not an excuse. That's why I said I root for her. But every time I be rooting for her, she be fucking my arguments up. Like she always go back and do something else. Yeah. Like, damn, girl, I can't
She's
even
always
take
a
up
villain.
for you.
She's always a villain. I don't think
always a villain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I honestly don't even think that they give her that role. I think that she is that way in her life. That's why she can't really maintain.
I don't know that she has any real solid female friend, does she?
No, but she does have that black guy that fought who fought him at the remember it was years ago.
Oh, was that her hairstylist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is
but
still
again, going back to my question, she doesn't have any female solid friends, does she?
Mm-hmm.
Because of course, everybody says they're a friend on this show, but we know that that's to be on the show.
But that's where her foundation is broken with women. Yeah. So she's not, like that's the problem. Yeah. That's where it's broken.
Because she hasn't been nice to anyone consistently. Like she might be nice in the beginning, but then she'll come back and backstab you. Or vice versa. She might have backstabbed you already, and then later on she'll try to be nice, but then she'll backstab you again. Yeah. So, because
like the way she treated Cynthia ain't never did nothing to nobody.
Yeah, real. And so that was all on the other show.
That was last season.
Trip, right?
Well, no, it was last season too. She shaded Cynthia every fucking season. Every season.
Yeah, with her wine.
She did some shit every season to Cynthia.
Yeah.
Every season.
And I think it's also to put the spotlight on her. She has to have some kind of
accountability
storyline. No, she's after her money.
Sorry, I said accountability. I'm tripping.
No, but she's after her money, right? She's after her money, so she knows that this show is about work. And I think she's even said it one time that this is my job. Yeah. So she's going to give the audience what they want. Mm-hmm. She's not going to be nice no matter who you are. Mm-hmm. So that's what it is. It is what it is.
Well, she's a natural born villain.
And so I think out of all of the women on the show, I think the only ones that might be truly friends are maybe Candy and Sheree.
Okay.
And that might be it. Who do you think anybody else is truly friends?
Yeah, I don't think Candy can be anybody's true friend.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think Drew is in a fucked up place.
She's still kind of new. She hasn't really. I mean, she's nice to everybody for the most part and tries to be friends with people, but I don't think that she's really like outside of the show. Do they really hang out with each other?
I think her personal life is too hectic to really foster those relationships.
Marlo. I think she's happy she got a peach now, so she's trying to just be.
I don't know. Marlo's always been messy.
Well, yes, she's messy, but at the same time,
she's trying to keep her peach.
She's trying to keep it, and so I don't think that some of the stuff is really, like she's actually connected with somebody and can say that they're her true friend, even outside of the show. Maybe Candy, but not even Candy.
I think Nene was.
Yeah, Nene, yes,
was. I don't even think they're friends anymore.
There's nobody really on this show who's probably really true friends and will hang out outside of filming.
That's true. That's true.
And then all of the events are planned. They always have their trip that they go on. That's
always have to have parties. Everybody gotta have a party.
You have to,
everybody has to have an event.
Attend.
Yeah, have to
attend. How you get paid from, the show.
Reunion.
Yeah. So, that's hard to, be, and that's what creates all the chaos because they're really not close.
Because they're not.
Yeah.
And they're still like getting to know one another and all that kind of stuff. So Kenya played this shady ass game at her 3-year-old daughter birthday party about tea.
Yes.
And why would you write so the premise of the game was everyone had to write some tea about somebody at the table.
Anonymously. So you didn't know who wrote it.
Something that you heard about
Something that you heard. And it was a tea party, and so that's what she was kind of tied all in.
It was a 3-year-old tea party. Not an
so
adult
she had
ladies brunch tea party or...
But she did have the kids at one table.
She did, and she had staff for them.
Yes, and then she had all the adults at another table. But it wasn't like they were in another room. They were all still in the same open area.
They were.
And the first question was about Candy.
Was that the first one?
Was it the first one? Wasn't it?
I don't know, but they said some messy ass shit. So
I know that was the first messy
Candy one. She started digging apart in a what do you call them things? A locker room.
And she's still upset about that one
because she was like, "Who said this? Like, where did you even get this from?"
Kenya said that it was Marlo.
For real?
So on the after show,
I did not watch it yet.
Yes, on the after show, Andy said, "Do you know who wrote it?" And she said, "Well, it was written in orange marker, and there was only one person who used the orange marker."
But how do we know who used the orange marker?
She said it was Marlo.
Oh.
She said, "I know I saw Marlo with an orange marker."
Oh, that's what she said. Okay,
but so she's saying I saw Marlo with an orange marker.
But it was written with an orange
marker. And it was written with an orange marker. So she's not directly saying.
She's saying,
but you're saying it.
You say if it's a coincidence or not. We'll see.
Yeah. So I don't know if Marlo really wrote it or not, but it is kind of messed up.
For that response, that was not a Kenya response. That was actually mature.
But it's messed up that no one wanted to say that they wrote it. Like who? First of all, why would you write that?
I mean, it ain't even like the worst shit. Drew had the worst shit.
Yeah.
Her husband might be gay.
Well, but also,
that's the worst fucking tea that they opened up that day.
Yeah. And with Candy, you already know that, she has a whole sex line, with toys. She's done monologues.
She would own that shit, though.
Yeah.
Like,
so
she'll
that's
be like,
why,
okay, I did that.
I don't know why, but, so I don't even know why that, it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But then the one about Sheree came up.
Yeah, about her
not paying the assistant. And so that's how they got into the altercation in regards to also the accusation of her husband, Drew's husband, being gay.
Yeah.
So, did you see the lady who walked out?
Yes, I did. I thought she was actually a little intoxicated, actually.
Oh, you did?
I did. I know that glaze that they get in their eye when they drink a little bit too much. She seemed a little...
And so when you say when they drink too much, can you explain that?
The Caucasians?
Okay. Now, was her name Karen? I'm asking. Now, I'm not trying to be funny. On Watch What Happens Live, they called her Karen. So I was trying to figure out.
You want to know the sad part?
If her name was really Karen.
If her name was Karen or if they were just referring to her as a Karen.
That's what I was trying to figure out. So I wasn't being funny. I really was trying to figure out.
Had me dying laughing. Yes. Because she was like, oh, shut up. Like, there's no kids over here. She was like, you know better to the white lady.
Yeah, she was like, but you okay right
here. Yeah, you are right here.
She's like, Marlo is crazy.
Yeah, but I like Marlo.
I like Marlo too.
I like Marlo.
Did you see her in the beginning of the party when she was playing with the kids and she was just sitting there having a good old time with the kids?
She was. And she sat there and she spent time with the birthday girl.
Yes. Nobody else did that.
No.
Everybody else came for the adult stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Marlo was there for everything. She made sure that she spent time with the child and,
She did.
I mean, because she spent a good amount of time with her, playing and doing all little
She sat down and had a whole conversation with her. Yes. And it was her birthday. I don't know if any of the other ones did it. They just didn't show it.
I don't believe they showed it. Because everybody else, honestly, Marlo was the only one who didn't bring a child, right? Because Candy brought her daughter and Ace.
Because her boys are older.
Yeah. But I'm saying that everybody else was tending to their own child. So they didn't really take the time.
No, because she had staff there to help with the children.
She did.
Because you saw
the
lady with the scrubs trying to calm the Karen down.
Yes.
She had the scrubs on. She was like, it's okay.
But I'm saying even prior to them sitting down to have that separate tea with the adults, that Marlo did that prior to that sit down.
She did.
Nobody else did that because they were all tending to their own child. Okay. Like, what's her name's child was going crazy? The new girl.
Sonya.
Yeah, her child.
We got to talk about
son.
Sonya. Mm-hmm. I'm saying it right.
Yeah, she's Jamaican, right?
She's Jamaican, and her husband, I don't know if he is or not, but she is, and I love Jamaica. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what she brings because she's calm right now, but
yeah, she hasn't popped off at all yet.
But she will.
Okay.
I think she will.
We'll see.
I think if you come for her, she will.
Okay.
I think she will, but yeah, her
son
was
going off, right? She couldn't control him.
But that's
and not to say that in a mean way, because sometimes all of our kids.
We've all been there.
I was not saying it in a negative way. We all know. It's like always when we go into the store that they want to act crazy or whatever, right?
Or want to say something crazy in front of somebody. You're like, what in the world?
Yeah. So not to say that she's not being the best at doing that. It's just that sometimes you just can't control them. They're on their own path at that point, and it's like you just gotta let them get through it.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a toddler. I think he's 3.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like
because he's probably around the same age as what's her name? That's Kenya's daughter, right?
Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn is 3. She was so cute.
Mm-hmm. She looks just like Mark, though.
She looks just like her daddy. Like Mark. But I will say, I'm disappointed that she didn't get any glam.
The daughter didn't get any glam?
Yes, it was her birthday.
Well, but still,
her hair. I could have did her hair way cuter. Would you, for real? Did you see her bun?
Yeah, she had a little bun.
She didn't even have like a cute bun with like pearls around it or like the like come on, man. I hate to see that.
Did she do that for her first party? She did give her glam for the first party, the Barbie party, didn't she?
I'm not saying give her a full face.
No, but I'm just asking for the first party. Do you remember if she did that? And I thought she did.
I think she did.
And that was because it was a Barbie party, right?
Yeah, because she was dolled up like a Barbie. Yeah. And I'm not saying she was having makeup or anything, but come on. I mean, her outfit was cute. Mm-hmm. Her outfit was super cute.
She had a little purse to match.
Cute. Mm-hmm. I just did not.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would have given.
I wouldn't have taken a shortcut on her hair. I have a little girl. I have a boy and a girl.
It's mainly about the hair, not necessarily glam.
No, it's about her hair. Like, have your glam team do her hair, too. Okay. You just sat there for hours before her party and got all glammed up. I mean, where the fuck was her glam? It's her party.
Well, I get that. Originally, I was thinking you were talking about makeup. So
she's 3. No, all she needs is a little bit of lip gloss. That's it.
But just do something to her hair.
Her hair was like... Okay. And as a mom of a girl, you know.
See, I don't have any girls,
so shit. You want that to be on point, just like yours.
Yeah, right.
I don't. So. Okay. So let's see, Sonya. Mm-hmm. So she made the comment and said that she doesn't want to have another baby.
Okay.
Because she's afraid of her. She's afraid of her husband not being helpful. Yeah. And her son is a handful. Yeah. So she's really scared. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I can do 2 of these. And she said that. She was like, I can't imagine 2 of him. Right. Yeah. Like, what would I do? Mm-hmm. So I get that.
I understand that. Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
Moms get that shit like,
because it is a lot on you. It's a lot. And then especially if you have them so close together. It's just so much.
Well, he's 3, so it wouldn't be too close together.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be too. Yeah,
she didn't listen to the doctor's 6-week rule.
Well, I did because they were 18
boys
months.
are close together.
They're 18 months, That's good, and they're always gonna be close. But it's hard.
For 10 months.
It's hard. It's hard having 2 little ones, or it's hard. It's hard having a baby and then still having to, just like you. Even though yours are, 2 years, right?
3 years apart.
3 years. So, even now you talk about how just trying to coordinate, taking one to one place at one, because they're not the same age. So, you have to take one to one place because they're younger, and another one to a different place.
It's a struggle.
That's a lot.
It is. And, like I said, I have to, I have to give my husband promises. Mm-hmm. He helps.
Yeah.
He helps. Like, he is in the rotation of
He's doing laundry right now.
Yes, he is folding laundry right now.
I have a husband, but he's at work, so.
Well, see, and your husband works a lot.
Yeah.
Like, stints, you know? But, yeah, so, I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it. I 100% get it. I get it, yeah. I get it.
And that's the first thing you think of when, they mention having another one. You think of that. And see, I didn't even have that opportunity to think about it because mine was,
uh-oh.
So it was nice though because I got everybody out of Pampers around the same time. Everybody to pull up, But it's hard. It's hard. So I understand where she's coming from, and it's something to think about before you do have another one. To try to plan out how you can have that help. But I think her situation is a lot different.
She has a lot of support.
Yes, that's what I'm about to say.
Her parents
live with her, don't they?
Her mom is there. Her dad is there. Her sister is there.
And both of them, the mother and dad, are willing to help. Right? Didn't they say that? Yeah, so she isn't. But
not only that, they do have enough money for a nanny. I mean, I don't like to spend other people's money, but
yeah, and she, some people don't want nannies.
I
yeah. So that could be the reason, but I'm just saying, So either way, she has both parents there.
I mean, I don't want a nanny to raise my child.
I want a housekeeper that cleans and does my laundry.
Yeah,
and that would be good.
And that cooks sometimes.
Oh yes, cooks.
I like to cook sometimes, but
like an en père. Isn't that what an en père is?
I don't know if they cook though.
Yeah, they cook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, I would like some assistance. If I could afford it and get it, I would do it. I think so. I think I would do it. Especially with them older now. When they were younger, I wouldn't do it. But now that they're older
they can talk
and they can verbalize to me, Ma, she fucking crazy. When you leave, this lady do
she
whatever.
Locks up and watches TV.
Exactly. Like I needed that part. I needed the feedback.
Without having the nanny cam.
Right. I needed the feedback. So, now that they're older, I wouldn't mind getting, some assistance and some help.
Okay.
Actually.
So we talked about.
We should talk about that for summer camp. I'm serious. So serious.
But we talked about Marlo, Trey, Drew, Candy. And Candy have anything going on?
Oh, Candy. She's just trying to balance being a busy mom. She's literally someone who is running it. She is running an empire, a family, Yes. Absolutely.
In this episode, it did come up that they're not as active as they used to be in their life,
but
right?
Bitch, he said on a good week, it's 2 to 3 times a week. What the fuck?
But prior,
that's not satisfactory.
But prior, it was a lot more.
Okay, but yeah, that's the honeymoon stage. Come on, you're not going to stay in the honeymoon stage forever. No one does. How many years have they been married? See, I got them 10 years in.
Well,
so I'm looking at everybody else.
They're probably still considered honeymoon, right?
No.
It's only been 4 years?
It has not been 4 years. They have to be married longer than that.
Yes. It cannot be more than 4 years.
It has been. I mean, when was that special on the TV?
It was like 4 years ago.
No.
Okay, we're going to have to Google
You think they're under 5 years?
I believe so.
So they haven't even hit their 7-year itch, you think?
I do not. I don't think so.
And then they implied that Todd isn't on the up and up as far as being faithful in the previews, and
so
that's
some
not
stuff
cool.
is gonna come out about that.
We'll see. That won't be cool because then fucking you approve Mama Joyce right. Here we are. I'm rooting for him so that we can prove Mama Joyce wrong, and here we are.
Yeah, well, Mama Joyce loves him now. She done got her, restaurants and stuff, but
girl.
She loved him a lot more than she did. Yes, she do.
Let me tell you something.
She still got a little tinge in the background that's waiting for something to happen. But she loves him a lot more.
I don't even think that's going to matter if he really, if he gets caught.
Oh, no, if he gets caught, she's going to come for him.
She's going to come for him. As much as she did
but
the
now
first
their relationship is totally better than it was before.
Oh, no, their relationship has improved.
Like, they could go out on vacations and do stuff now
significantly.
Yeah.
She's not talking bad about his mother.
Yeah.
But I think, that's when it changed. I know, but that's when it changed.
Yeah.
When his mother passed, that's when she got softer on him because then
she was the only mother.
She's his mother now. Now, I mean, you can never replace your mother, but
the mother figure.
She's that mother figure because that's his mother-in-law.
Yeah.
So
she's actually a lot better, but
she is.
It'll be interesting to see if something does come out. Something with receipts too, because you're gonna have to bring receipts for Candy.
You are.
So
and Candy knows too many people.
Mm-hmm.
Candy know everybody.
Yeah.
Candy know way too many people. So if he doing that, you are fucked up because she knows too many people.
It don't matter. You can always find somebody on and then they already do the NDAs, so it could be very easy for him to get somebody and get them to sign an NDA, and that's it.
Yeah, right check.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on with Candy. Anybody else? Somebody else we're missing, aren't we?
No, that's it. Marlo, she's doing awesome with her nephews. I think that's admirable.
Oh yeah, I'm really happy with her.
I like her.
Did you see him go to prom and little outfit?
So cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. And the archive, I like it. Mm-hmm. I like the concept. I think it's good. I hope it's successful for her. Like really, I don't. Mm-hmm. I got the museum vision. Mm-hmm. For her event, and everybody else thought it was going to be a fashion show, but I understood where she was coming from. Like I wasn't,
but I think that she didn't really relay the thought of the museum out as well as she could have, because she just said, "Oh, this is going to be an event. It's going to be like Paris-like. And we're going to have my clothing there." She didn't really use the word museum too much, so everyone just assumed that it was going to be more of a fashion show. Like a runway and, models. And
I just felt like it was just too upscale for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just kind of went over their head.
Yeah. Well,
because I don't think the fashion people that are truly like in the fashion industry have issue with it.
Okay.
Like I don't think
they were there.
Yeah, I don't think they had an issue with it. Mm-hmm. So it was just kind of over their heads. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be over my head because I've never been in no shit like that before. Mm-hmm. I've been to fashion shows, but I haven't been to that. I'd be like, oh shit, what is this?
I still would have, enjoyed looking at the clothes.
I was like, is this some new shit? I would have been more like, well, what is this? Because this isn't a fashion show, so what would I call this? Mm-hmm. And ask, but instead these bitches just want to judge and say,
they have to have some kind of drama for the show. They can't not have any drama. So
the doorbell rang.
Okay.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. I hope that you watched Housewives of Atlanta and see what we've been talking about.
We'll see you next week.
Keep running it, girls.